Good morning. This is Eugene Taylor with Conyers Hope Mentoring, and we're still sharpening up our listening skills. We've been talking about probing, and hopefully you have a corresponding worksheet. And it says at the top that probing is asking follow-up questions when we do not fully understand a response, when answers are vague or ambiguous, or when we want to obtain more specific or in-depth information. We've discussed that listening is one of the most basic but yet important skills that will be used during your 12 months of mentoring. But probing is one of the parts of listening skills. On yesterday, we talked about clarification. He said when they use vague or unclear language, how we get clarity. I told you about some questions that could be asked, like what exactly did you mean? Today, I want to talk about purpose inside of probing. It's sometimes they'll say things where the purpose of why they said it is not clear. Well, you ask them to justify this statement or dig for underlying causes. So you may be in a mentoring session, and as you're in that mentoring session, you may have one of your mentees say, I'm just tired and I feel like giving up. Well, that's very vague, and you need clarity, and you want to understand what is the purpose of that statement. So, some questions that help you bring out purpose. You'll say, "Well, why did you say that?" And in that conversation, you'll begin to show them, okay, now this is happening, that's happening, this is happening, that's happening, and why did you say you feel like giving up? Because sometimes you got to take what I call a panoramic look at the whole situation and let the mentee see, okay, now this situation is not like the last time. This situation, you have success in this area, success in this area, success in this area, and this is the only area that you're challenged with. So, and as I just said, you may have one to say, well, this reminds me so much of the last time. But then a probing question for purpose would be, well, what were you thinking about when you said that? And the mentee may say, well, I was kind of feeling like the last time when this happened, I felt abandoned, I felt left alone, and then once again, you'll begin to talk to them and show them, okay, this is what's going on, that's what's going on. And if it's not, you say, well, this is not quite like the last time. But you cannot do that unless you understand what the purpose of the statement was. So we already talked about clarification. You want clarification, but purpose. When you ask questions like this, what it does is it kind of jogs the mind of the mentee, and you're asking questions that cause thoughts to be provoked. And as you're asking those questions, it brings the mentee into a place of clarity. So we're going to continue to talk about probing under our listening skills. And you continue to look at the handout. These are very short videos. We have 8 items on there. I'm going to talk about each item separately. But once again, this is only being used to sharpen up our listening skills. And I think with the things that we've learned so far, and the moving into this place of execution, I believe we're going to do very well. So that's all I have. I will see you shortly, and we're going to continue to talk about probing under our listening skills. This is Eugene Taylor with Conyers Hope Mentoring, and Hope that's helping other people excel. All right, talk with you soon.